that the cost of food and the cost of living is too high. Damn, it's even high for me.
I don't even know where to start in this video other than by saying Kamala Harris has literally made history in having the worst celebrity endorsement I've ever seen in any political race ever. And what's crazy is that Kamala finally had no hecklers or protesters at her rally in Milwaukee. Instead, she had Cardi B spewing out the craziest nonsense I've ever heard in my life. Also, it's Cardi B.
I'm just proud of myself. I don't give a I've been wanting a moment like this for a very long time. Like it's like you could win Grammys. Like I have won Grammys. I have won every award.
And I'm telling you, it's very difficult to pull any Cardi B clips outside of this rally that is not X-rated. Remember, Cardi B is a former adult dancer or exotic dancer. She brags about swindling men. She has some of the most nasty songs ever. And I'm just gonna be bluntly honest with you. I really hope our young daughters and women do not look up to Cardi B and take any of this serious, because I'm going to play you guys some clips. I don't think anyone is taking her serious at all.
Let me tell you something. I can't stand a bully. But just like Kamala, I always stand up to one. All the time, I'm ready for him. Yeah.
Okay, so Cardi B has about a 9-minute speech at this rally, and I can't even believe they gave her that amount of time. It's a very tough listen. We're not going to play all of the clips, but like you just heard, it's a lot of nothing, talking about bullies and how she stands up to bullies also. And just so you are aware, Cardi B has a cell phone out because the teleprompter just straight up broke, so she had to read it from her cell phone.
And I believe her when she said she will provide a tax cut to 100 million middle-class Americans. That's a lot of Americans. And that includes $6,000 for parents in the first year of child's life. Y'all remember when they used to do that? Y'all remember when this country used to do that? Yeah.
I told you I wasn't lying when I said this is literally the worst political endorsement I have ever seen. This is a celebrity that nobody takes serious, yet the Kamala Harris campaign said, you know what? Let us get the artist who wrote the really famous song, WAP. I can't even say it on the internet because I'll get taken down. It's one of the most heinous songs ever. And let's just have her say the most generic talking points ever. She'll get the crowd hyped up. It'll get people excited. It's Cardi B, right?
Protection for women, especially if we're talking about maternal and mental health care, is in telling them what to do with their bodies. It's supporting them and giving them the care they need for what they choose to do with their bodies. I don't play that.
It's so funny how Cardi B stands up there and says she's all about making sure women are taken care of, everybody has the right to their own bodies, yet there's a clip of her where she literally is talking about taking advantage of another man by getting him intoxicated, and then when he wakes up, that man actually had intercourse with another man because it was a little ruse by Cardi B.
I'm gonna be that guy, I'm gonna take him out, we're gonna get drunk, I'm gonna get him all p***ed up and everything, we're gonna have a good time. Get him super twisted, then bring a bitch around. We're gonna have a threesome. And when he wake up, he gonna be like, what the f? Yeah, because the bitch was a tranny. I'm be like, yup.
It's so crazy to me the Kamala team really has tried to portray Kamala as pro-Catholic, get her in Christian churches, get her in front of a Baptist church, get her in front of all of these holy places, and show everybody how Kamala is an upstanding citizen and this and that. She's our vice president. Yet now you have Cardi B, who's the ultimate swindler of men, hates on other women, and she's supposed to be the voice of reason for the Kamala rally and the Kamala party. I think Kamala would be better off if she had protesters at this point than Cardi B.
He's going to protect women whether they like it or not. Well, if his definition of protection is not the freedom of choice, if his definition of protection is making sure our daughters have fewer rights than our mothers, then I don't want it! Your wallet, tomorrow, he'll be conning you out of your healthcare rights. And that's a fact. I want you to hear that again. Today, he's hustling you with the, oh, buy my sneakers. Tomorrow is gonna be your healthcare rights. He's gonna take it away from you. He's gonna snatch it.
Again, I want to apologize for the amount of brain rot you are going through. If you don't know what brain rot is, it's pretty much your brain is rotting from watching content that's so useless and pointless. But again, this is real life. This is not parody. This is not Comedy Central. This is not Netflix. This is literally an exotic dancer. You got to be careful what you say on here, who's now all into politics, and that's fine. I actually think that's okay. If you do exotic dancing, do what you want to do. But when you try to infiltrate our daughters and our families with your terrible talking points, this is getting ridiculous. And Kamala Harris knows better. This is actually an insult to Americans who take this stuff serious. There are men and women who are overseas right now, depending on our votes, depending on Kamala Harris's policies, and you have Cardi B laughing and smiling and trying to be relatable when she is a mega millionaire, and she knows at the end of the day, all she has to do is show pictures of herself and act wild on the internet, and she'll be just fine. But for the single mothers out there, and for the people who are actually struggling and are taking this very serious, this is an absolute insult from Kamala Harris, trying to grift and swindle votes themselves to the lowest IQ people out there.
Hey guys, so I'm here in Wisconsin, and I'm here with the one and only, the Vice President, Kamala Harris.
Hey everybody. Okay, get out and vote, and go to iwillvote.com to know where and when you should vote.
Yes, and y'all know if I'm endorsing it, is because I believe in it. So y'all better go and vote, because please, we can't be messed up for the next 4 years. Please vote. Please vote for our kids and for you. Bye.
Now look, I am not that naive to not know that Cardi B is playing up a character. She's pretending to be like this over-dramatic queen from New York City who acts like this. And for anybody who's from New York City, you know there are people who literally act like this. And Cardi B is playing up to it. But again, to bring somebody like this up to the front, in front of a massive political storm of people who don't know who they want to vote for, this is an absolute joke. And the bigger joke is the fact that when you go and look into what the left-leaning media is saying, not a single one is stating that this was a bad idea. They are all making it seem like, wow, this is awesome. She's so relatable. She had great talking points. She really made this all up on her own. Not once. You have to go into the independent media, the underground, the conservative side of things to point out the hypocrisies and the circus show we are all literally seeing in 4K today.
Donald Trump talks about how he has a concept of a plan, but America, the only concept of a plan he has is a plan to hustle you. Yeah. Because we know what he's really setting us for. He's selling more than watches and sneakers.
Now, I do have a theory as to why I think the left-leaning media is not really pushing out this speech and making more out of it. Obviously, the first point is that Cardi B sounds insane, and these are all wild talking points from the Kamala Harris camp. But also, Cardi B, with all due respect, I don't know, like, if you realize this, all of the negative things that you are currently saying today with the higher gas prices, the housing prices, the food prices, and Cardi's up there saying, I can't even afford it. The person you are endorsing happens to be currently in office, and the last several years has decided just to sort of pretend and act like nothing is happening, and now all of a sudden is going to fix it. And that actually is the main critique out of all of this. People are pointing out that Cardi B is reading from a cell phone. I don't find it that big of a deal. People are pointing out that Cardi B has a wild accent. I don't find it that big of a deal. What I find a really big deal is that Cardi B has unironically managed to point out all of the flaws that are currently happening in the United States, and she put all the blame on Donald Trump, yet forgot to acknowledge that while all of her complaints are current, the current political person in office happens to be Kamala Harris. So congratulations, Kamala Harris. Once again, I'm pulling up Cardi B for pulling up all of the facts that actually show you in a very negative light. So there you go. There's a lot more to the speech, but I'm going to save you guys some brain cells and IQ because I can hardly even get through this video. So we'll see you guys later.